I'm Joe Thomas. I've been selling cars for 8 years.
My name is Camry. I've been in the car business for about 15 years.
I'm Cheryl Roush. I've been with Honda for 10 years.
Off. No, it was in the middle, which means not hot and not cold, in the middle.
Well, if you change it,
make
it's
it
not going to
cold.
be hot, it's not going to be cold either.
It can be a little warmer,
It
cooler.
needs to be a little cooler, yeah.
John Rieshi. I've been in the car business 23 years. Currently a sales manager at Planet Honda.
I'm Ed Mueller, Planet Honda Sales.
I'm Pat Cromer.
I'm scared to try Mexican food this far away from the border.
I'm Dan Kaufman. I've been selling Honda since '97.
I'm Kitty Calm.
Actually, it's really kind of surprising. It's
Jesse.
Pat over here on the passenger side.
I'm tired of how much money I dumped into cars. I said I needed to learn more about cars, so I got the car business.
Clean, easy to read, just that very intuitive.
The lines are very nice and the materials look very luxurious.
This one, I got at least 4 more inches of headroom. Visibility is a lot better.
It has a little bit of button-itis issues.
Love the steering. Smaller steering. It's great.
And this seat is very comfortable. There's good support of your thigh if you're driving long distances, so you don't have the driving fatigue.
There's definitely more visibility.
This one, when
Yeah.
My least favorite feature is this wood grain. It's very dated.
A fit and finish on the car, it's decent. The car feels a little tinny in certain areas.
The legroom is actually pretty good. The headroom's fine. It's just the finish of the seats is kind of, that reminds you of like
Cheap.
hotel chairs in conference rooms.
Mishmash. I mean, you got the black dash, and then you've got these cloth seats, and then you've got a vinyl.
I feel like I can't really figure out what's comfortable with a seat. It feels comfortable, but it's just like something's not right about it yet.
Very small mirrors.
I like the steering wheel. The steering wheel has a good, solid feel to it. Comfortable. Instead of slippery like some or fat, it's just about right for me.
This is kind of fun with the different buttons on the steering wheel the way they are.
The visibility is okay. It's kind of hard to see.
And it feels backwards.
We'll tell you this, the instrument cluster is real garbled over here. Small buttons, you got the fan up here, the fan down here, the off. Very small.
Fit and finish is very pretty. Buttons completely confuse me. Really confusing. It also sits incredibly low.
There's something about it over here, but I don't understand any of these buttons.
I do like what they've done with the outside mirrors. That little mirror in the corner to cover your blind spots. Well thought out on Ford's part there.
I didn't like the seats at all. I mean, I can't really imagine someone wider than me sitting in here and being comfortable. I feel restricted, like I have to have my shoulders kind of forward just because of the way the seat is. But
With the Fusion, because the seats were just wide and flat, you slid around a lot, even as a passenger.
Wow. I don't like the vision in this car.
The side of the door is very high. This is a car sick car. It's a car you get car sick.
But the back visibility isn't as good. First impression, the car is very comfortable to sit in. I like the way the dash looks. It's a very elegant looking car.
I like this car. This is a nice car. I think I would buy one if I was in the market for a Toyota.
Comfortable seats. Really wonderful seats.
Well, you sure see the glare. I think on any car probably you see the whole dash.
I like this combination of leather and cloth here. I don't know if that's cloth or suede.
I actually really like the suede-like fabric and the leather. It looks nice.
Rear-wise, because I've got this giant rear-view mirror, it's fine.
Just going around the turns, I'm not sliding around.
I like this car a lot.
Definitely the Accord is more responsive. I think it's more fun to drive.
You don't get thrown around a lot. The suspension system is so much better than what we're seeing in other vehicles. You don't get that car sickness, which I'm really susceptible to.
Yeah, you know, I feel safer in this car. You know, it just handles better.
Better handling the car on these curves. And I'm cranking it all the way over just about. And, you know, we're sitting pretty still. There's no movement in the seat whatsoever.
Forward, watch for talk steel. That's go.
It really holds that first gear a long time.
Otherwise, I'm very impressed. But I do like that it has a sport shifter.
It doesn't have the get up and go that you would expect.
Younger drivers are going to look for that sportiness, and the Mazda really delivers on that.
Narrow, so it makes it easier to turn around on the street.
There's a lot of hesitation in Mazda.
It's not very responsive. Back at the light, I had it in second gear. Usually the car will take off at first and shift to second. It didn't do that. It hesitated, and then it kind of kicked into first, so I don't feel like it could be reliable if I really needed it.
The engine itself seems a little bit noisy, but as far as road noise, it's actually very quiet.
My least favorite car was a Fusion. That's an old technology vehicle as well. The transmission was always searching. It was a little noisy, some body roll, and it just wasn't really that comfortable. The ergonomics on the car were a little bit behind the times.
Whoa! Handling is horrible on this car, especially on gravel.
It sounds a little lawnmower-y. It feels like a little car.
Going around a corner at 20 miles an hour on gravel road, lost control. I wasn't impressed. The size of the steering wheel made it harder to handle and recover from it.
We took it up the hill, and we hit 5,000 RPM just to get up this little hill.
Once you take your foot off the brake, there is nothing that slows the car down. I was following the Mazda in front of me. They've never touched the brake, and I've been all over the brake.
Because I like the performance of the engine and the curve handling, most everything else that I have any opinion about is eclipsed by the sense that I'm in control and in power, and I've got enough responsiveness that I can drive well.
It's quiet. It's got a real good feel in the seats here.
The pedal shifters on the Camry, that's nice. It's a nice feature.
This thing is dog. This thing is going. When going get going, this thing goes like a going.
It's a dog. It's got nothing.
It's got nothing.
It's got nothing. It's got no juice. Nothing.
You hit the gas, it'll go.
I just did come out the hill.
As soon as it gets going, it's fine. It could use more torque.
Acceleration is good. The ride is what I expected. I expected a very soft, smooth, flowy ride that Toyota's always been famous for.
And these bumps, it seems like it absorbs the bumps a little more too, the Accord.
Brakes are about perfect in terms of how they apply, not too abrupt. Yeah, I like this car.
It's not geared towards someone that's a driver that likes feeling the road in a little bit more progressive